Hi, I'm Vanessa Louise, and as a transformational mentor and a woman who thrives and is fueled by connecting with people on a deep level, I am reminded even more so now the fact that we are all experiencing the same things. The circumstances are different, how it's dressed is different. We all have the same limiting beliefs about ourselves, we all have the same fears. It's clothed differently. Now, I had a client call this morning, and what was really evident to me was that even though this woman is going through one of the most challenging things that anybody could go through, and she has a huge mountain to climb, I reminded her that the bigger the challenge, the bigger the reward, the bigger the fulfillment. And one thing that she's really struggling with, sort of, dare I say it, excited me, because a couple of days ago I had the same thing going on for myself. Not quite as much of a challenge as my darling friend, but it was evident that exactly what I was finding for myself, I am recognizing more and more in my friends, my clients and my colleagues. So the experience I had a couple of days ago, I wrote about. And when I wrote about it, I thought at the time, do I make this into a vlog or a video? Do I perhaps post it as a blog? And I thought, no, I'm just going to sit with it for a little while because it will become very evident how I'm going to use it. So when my client stroke girlfriend rang me this morning, in tears, struggling with the exact same thing, but for her in a huge way, it warmed my heart that I was able to support her and hold her hand at a time that is quite dark for her. So I would just like to share with you what happened for me a couple of days ago, how it was able to support my friend this morning, and maybe it might just shed some light on where you might be finding some inner conflict, some inner struggle for yourself. Because I think for women, I think for all human beings, all people, but for women particularly, we really struggle with the facade of Wonder Woman. I can cope. I can do it all. I don't need your help, because we see that as some sort of failing. And sadly, society has programmed and conditioned us that way, that we can work, we can be Mrs., we can be mother, we can be sexy woman, we can be all of it. But we really struggle with when we don't play full out 100%. So I was triggered the other day because what I would call the shadow side of me was really evident, and I didn't like it about myself. Because Vanessa's seen as the joyful, jovial, fun, happy, bright person. Ray of sunshine that lights up everybody's day. And that's something I'm really proud of, because that's taken consistent work and effort over the last few years, or possibly even all my life, to get to that point. So when I recognize the shadow side of myself and I don't like it, I wrote exactly how I was feeling, and boy did it make me feel better. I'd like to share with you what I wrote a couple of days ago. Today I'm well aware of my shadow side of me, that I have chosen and at times still continue to choose to see as the bad and the dark side of me, when all it is the other side of me. It's not bad and it's not dark in a way that bad and dark can often be seen. We only know dark because we have light, and we only know of bad because we have good. What if all that is simply just as it is meant to be? No good, no bad, no light, no dark, just simply opposite, just is. We label to gain an understanding, to gain clarity, when all there is simply here, simply now, simply just is. Why do I have to label or understand any of it when all I do with it is beat myself up and use it against myself? The majority of my life, I have not liked who I am or seen the value in what I do, what I say, or what I think. And no matter what others say that is loving or kind, rarely have I taken it on board as the truth, because it only matters what I think and feel about myself that counts. Yes, it is lovely to hear, and it can be helpful to feel other people's love, but how I think and feel about myself neutralizes and cancels out the loving power of others, and I turn in on myself. On reflection, my life has been filled with love, and I have been blessed with people and experiences that I wouldn't switch for anything. So why at this moment am I filled with such hatred for self, discord and judgment of myself and who I am? Because I believe it's why I'm here, and what I am here to be the example of and to share. My one wish is that men and women live in harmony together, to love each other unconditionally, to have life filled with fun and laughter, abundance and peace, to live a magic, harmonious life. This would diminish wars, disease, addiction, and we'd stop living in pain, fear, and suffering. For me to see my wish come true for everyone, it must begin with me. For me to live in love and harmony with myself, to embrace all that I am, including all that I have been and all that I am yet to be. Embracing the parts of me that have caused me the most pain and suffering, while releasing the parts of me where I feel guilt and shame. All that I am today as a result of my past choices is exactly the harmony and balance I long for. The light and the shade, the good and the bad, the love and the fear. It is me. It is who I am here to be. I see myself in others every day, and recognizing the light of someone and see that as the thing I dislike most about myself led me to a place of admission. I cannot change the past, the hurt, the pain, and most of all, the shame. I did the best I could to do with what I knew. I did the best I could do with what I knew and the skills I had at the time. And for me to be truthfully aware of all of this, to accept that my past is what makes me the strong, vibrant, and beautiful woman I am today, full of love, grace, and gratitude for all that I am, while allowing all that is for me now and in the future to flow to me and through me, so I may live the truest and fullest expression of myself. I am lovely, I am bright, I am courageous, and I am strong, and I know what I want because I know what I don't want. I forgive myself, I accept myself for all that I am, and I love who I am here and now. I am safe and I am loved just as I am. And that's what I wrote a couple of days ago, because I recognized that the shadow side of me, the other side of me, I made it okay for that side to come up, because Vanessa might be bright and bubbly and happy, but she also has a shadow side of her that completes me. And I liken it to the sideways figure of 8, or the yin and yang, the dark and the light. We need one to balance out the other. So as I was saying to my girlfriend this morning, where she's struggling most is exactly what she needs to embrace. If she was calling herself some of the most unforgivable things that just aren't true, what we were finding is that if she could have the balance of the bright, beautiful, confident, vibrant woman that she is, and balance it out with the other side of her, this is what is necessary to create the harmonious flow that is needed to release the blocks of the disease in her body right now. When we suppress the part of us that we don't like, and this can be the part of us that feels guilty, the angry, frustrated part of us that maybe has done or said something unkind to somebody in the past. We're only human. We need that side of us to balance out the other side. It's not dark and it's not bad as we understand dark and bad. It's necessary. For us to live in love and harmony with ourselves first, I feel it is essential to embrace every single part of me. The bits I like, the bits I don't like, the bits I love, the bits I don't love, the bits that make me happy and the bits that make me sad. Because that's what completes me as the truest and fullest person I can be. My gift to the world, and our gift to the world, I believe, is to fully embrace the very parts of us that we are so frightened for other people to see. And how you choose to express that is your choice. If we choose to parade around and tell people all the bits about us, then so be it. But the most important thing is we are honest with ourselves. Sit with the discomfort, sit with the pain, sit with the suffering, and know that it is all okay and it's all necessary to balance us out. When I recognized this for myself a couple of days ago, oh my God, it released such a block in me. Vanessa, it's okay to feel guilty. It's okay to feel shameful about what you said or did, or it's okay to be angry. Just because you're seen as the joyful, happy person doesn't mean you're perfect. Let go of the image to reveal the magic within you. And the magic of you, the essence of you, I get goosebumps as I say this, is all of you. The light, the dark, the happy, the sad, the good, the bad. And I'm learning myself how to fully express myself, how to truthfully and openly and in a transparent, authentic way share who I am, not because I think you care, but because that's the only way I know I am being the fullest and truest expression of myself. So I embrace all of me. I invite you to embrace all of you. And what I help people do is I enable them to recognize their brilliance, their magnificence, and that is all of them. To help face their fears, move through their fears, to express themselves fully and confidently so they too can live a magic, harmonious life, because it is possible, but we have to be courageous enough to embrace the very parts of us that we have kept suppressed and hidden for as long as we can remember. Journey with people who want the same as you. And that's what I do. That's what I'm proud of. I can't promise I'll take everything away or make anything better, but I can promise to walk with you and hold your hand as we journey through this together. I don't believe we'll ever get it worked out, but I do believe if I can embrace all of me, all the bits I like and all the bits I don't like, and I can express myself to the best of my ability in whichever way I see fit, whether that's dancing down the road, singing a song, writing a story, telling my friends, or just secretly writing in my journal. Allow yourself, be aware of who you are, all the bits you like and don't like. Accept that it is what makes you who you are and uniquely you. Release it to allow. all the amazing things, the abundance, the love that you so richly deserve, to be able to create that harmonious and loving flow within you. It needs both sides to continually flow. And if you take the dark and the shadow side of you away and you suppress that, you're just going to create a block and get that feeling of going around in circles. Bring up that part of you that you're suppressing and create that harmonious flow. To feel the peace, love, the magic in your life, I invite you to join me on this journey. Thank you.